Investigation. President Donald Trump taking aim at Senator Richard Blumenthal as new details emerge about the probe.
Plus, North Korea vowing revenge after crippling new sanctions by the U.S. Local 10's D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo following all of the angles from our nation's capital. Ross.
Well, Kevin and Janine, the president is still on vacation as renovations are underway here at the West Wing. But as you say, that hasn't stopped the attacks over Twitter. Today, he took aim at Senator Blumenthal just a little while ago.
Everyone having a good time?
Day 200 of the Trump administration and the president on his golf course today, attacking Senator Richard Blumenthal.
What would we know about the president's financial dealings?
After he appeared today on CNN to speak about the Russia investigation, Trump calling him, among other things, a phony Vietnam con artist. Blumenthal tweeting back, "Your bullying hasn't worked before, and it won't work now. No one is above the law."
That investigation must be pursued.
This as Vice President Mike Pence pushes back against a New York Times report that he and other Republicans have begun building 2020 shadow campaigns. Advisors allegedly signaling to party donors that he would plan to run if Trump did not. But Pence calling the report disgraceful and offensive and dismissing it as laughable and absurd.
No concern he's setting up a shadow campaign. For 2018, zero concern.
The president continuing to grapple with record low numbers and an intensifying Russia investigation.
We don't engage in fishing expeditions.
Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein reaffirming that Special Counsel Robert Mueller can investigate any crimes within the scope of his investigation.
If it's something outside that scope, he needs to come to the acting Attorney General, at this time me, for permission to expand his investigation.
Meanwhile, North Koreans responding to the toughest sanctions yet. The country promising to reciprocate 1,000-fold for what it called America's villainous actions against our country and people.
These sanctions will cut deep, and in doing so will give the North Korean leadership a taste of the deprivation they have chosen to inflict on the North Korean people.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson saying just yesterday, if North Korea stops all of its missile testing, then we can talk about dropping those sanctions. And it's interesting to note, Janine and Calvin, that over the last 6 months or 200 days that the president has been in office, there have been 11 tests coming out of North Korea.
And Ross, just to be clear about the question that we talked about at 4 o'clock in terms of information coming out about the president's vacation for the next, 15 or 14 days. It's not completely dead silence, correct, in terms of what you're getting?
No, we are getting basic information about where the president is, but we're just being told that he is, quote, working. You know, keep in mind, when a president is on vacation, we don't get the minute-by-minute blow of exactly what they are doing if they're playing chess around a golf course. But this administration has chosen to tell us that the president is working. And when the president is working, we typically get elaborate information about exactly who he's talking to, how long that conversation went, or a readout of the conversation. So that's what's different about this trip, Calvin. We're not getting zero information. We're just getting very little information compared to what we usually get at the White House when the president is, quote, working.
Ross Palumbo in the nation's capital. Ross, thanks a lot.
Also,